Alright, so imagine pulling a phone out of your pocket, and instead of just using it the way it came, you actually start rebuilding it on the fly, like snapping on upgrades in real life. And that's exactly what the Tecno Modular Phone Moda Edition is trying to do. And honestly, this might be one of the boldest ideas we've seen in smartphones in a long time, because it's not just about specs anymore, it's about customization and control. So in this video, we're breaking down what this thing really is, how it works, and whether it's actually the future or just another cool concept that won't go mainstream. And before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and drop a like, because we're diving into some seriously next-level tech right here. So first things first, this is not your typical slab phone. The Moda Edition is designed around a modular ecosystem, which means parts of the phone can be attached or detached depending on what you need. Think of it like adding accessories, but in a much more integrated and functional way. We're talking camera modules, battery extensions, gaming triggers, even possibly speaker upgrades, all snapping directly onto the device. And the crazy part is it doesn't feel like a gimmick on paper, because Tecno is actually focusing on making these modules practical for everyday users. Now, design-wise, this phone still looks clean and modern. It's not bulky or weird like some old modular concepts we've seen before. The base phone itself is slim with a premium finish, and then on the back you've got this magnetic or pin-based connection system where modules attach seamlessly. And from what we've seen, it clicks into place pretty satisfyingly, almost like you're building something. And that alone adds a layer of interaction that normal phones just don't have. Performance is another interesting area because the base device still packs solid internals. We're expecting a capable processor, smooth display, high refresh rate, and optimized software experience. So even without modules, it functions like a proper flagship-level device. But once you start adding modules, that's where things get interesting. For example, you can attach a dedicated camera unit that enhances zoom or low-light performance instead of relying only on built-in hardware. And this is where the tech enthusiast side of me gets excited, because it solves a real problem. Usually when you buy a phone, you're locked into its hardware for years. If the battery degrades or the camera becomes outdated, that's it, you upgrade the whole phone. But here, theoretically, you just swap or upgrade the module and keep the main device, which could actually make smartphones more sustainable and cost-effective in the long run. Now let's talk about real-world usability, because that's where most modular phones fail. If it's too complicated, people won't use it. But Tecno seems to be focusing on simplicity. Snap on, snap off, no tools, no hassle. And if they get the software right, where the phone instantly recognizes the module and adapts to it automatically, then this could feel seamless instead of experimental. And that's the key difference between a concept and something people actually buy. Also, imagine the possibilities beyond just cameras and batteries. Gaming modules with cooling fans or physical buttons, content creator kits with better microphones, maybe even productivity tools. This could turn your phone into different devices depending on your needs. And that's something we haven't really seen done properly yet. Quick pause here. If you're enjoying this breakdown and want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and like, because it really helps the channel grow and keeps these deep dives coming. Now, of course, we have to be realistic. There are challenges. First is ecosystem, because a modular phone is only as good as its modules. If Tecno doesn't build enough options or third-party support doesn't come in, then the whole idea falls apart. Second is durability, because moving parts and connectors always introduce potential failure points. And third is pricing, because if modules are too expensive, people might just prefer buying a new phone instead. But credit where it's due, Tecno is pushing innovation in a space where most brands are just playing it safe. Every year we get slightly better cameras, slightly faster chips, but nothing that really changes how we use our phones. And this Moda Edition is trying to break that cycle by giving users control over their hardware experience. Another thing I really like is how this could change buying decisions. Instead of choosing between a camera-focused phone or a gaming phone, you could have both in one device just by switching modules. And that flexibility could be a game changer, especially for users who don't want to carry multiple devices. From a creator perspective, this is also huge, because imagine attaching a pro camera module or lighting accessory directly to your phone and shooting content on the go without extra gear. It basically turns your smartphone into a mini production setup. And that aligns perfectly with how content creation is evolving right now. At the same time, we have to wait and see how polished the final product is, because concepts always look amazing, but execution is everything. Things like connection stability, software optimization, and actual day-to-day convenience will decide whether this succeeds or not. But overall, I'll say this: the Tecno Modular Phone Moda Edition is not just another phone, it's an idea. And if executed properly, it could influence the entire industry to rethink how smartphones are built and upgraded. And honestly, that's something we need right now because innovation has been kind of predictable lately. So yeah, this is one of those devices you should definitely keep an eye on because even if this exact model doesn't go mainstream, it could inspire future designs from bigger brands. And that alone makes it important. If you made it this far, drop a like and subscribe for more tech content like this. And let me know in the comments, would you actually use a modular phone like this? Or do you prefer traditional smartphones? I'll catch you in the next one.